Tell me the story about the mountain boy, if you would.
Okay, I can tell you the origination of the replacement of the mountain boy.
The replacement of the mountain boy.
That's me. Okay. In the southern Appalachians, there was a boy that come out of the mountains. They called him the mountain boy. His dad was a moonshiner. His dad made the liquor and he run the load. And they couldn't catch him. He couldn't be caught. Okay? And they run him, but he couldn't get caught. They couldn't catch him. Right. And then they got tired of him. And there was revenues gathered from everywhere. They intended to stop the mountain boy. And as the story goes, when he left out of Knoxville, he was taking roads that it said even the angels would fear to tread.
Do you know what he was driving?
I don't know what he was driving, but they made the movie in a 1950 Ford Coupe.
A 1950 Ford Coupe.
Ford Coupe. Yeah, that's what they made the movie on. That's what he was driving. Anyway, they all hemmed him up. And on April the 1st, 1954, the devil did. He took the mountain boy and the moonshine that day. And I was at the age of 2, and from the same chain of mountains. My whole family was known as moonshiners. We was good, okay? And everybody, they was 4 people, 4 other families that had boys. And everybody started growing them up. You know, they wanted the next mountain boy. Well, it just so happened.
You mean they kind of talked about who might be the next replacement?
Who might take the replacement of the mountain boy? Well, it come up, I knowed more, had the best automobiles, had more knowledge, could do more than any of the rest. And I wound up with the dream of the mountain boy. Yep.
Well, I never heard you tell this before.
And it still goes on right today. Yep. There's still moonshine being run by the mountain boy.
So how much shine do you think, as the mountain boy, do you think you ran? How many gallons of shine do you think you ran?
I've ran lots of it.
Would you say thousands of gallons?
I've been affiliated with more than thousands of gallons.
More than thousands. Wow.
More. And in the end, we wound up using a colonial bread truck.
To haul your liquor?
It was a colonial bread truck. And they pushed it through and run it for a long time in a colonial bread truck. In them days, the law was getting thicker, more sophisticated. They had radios then, okay? That was in my early 20s. Yeah. And I still run shine with the big loads. I run it when it was going back through the mountains, across the mountains from Georgia into Tennessee. I had back roads all the way. I did all of that running. I still did that.
So you took all the back roads, I suppose.
I took all the back roads, and they took the paved roads. Yeah. But I was the one that they elected to be the mountain boy, and I tried to fill his boots. And everybody said I done a pretty good job.
How many times you ever had the cops on your bumper?
I've had them on there a few times.
Get away a few times? Did you get away a few times?
I always got away. Yeah. Lost one car, run out of gas, had to leave my car, everything, and hit the woods. 56 Chrysler. And I started out in a 53 Ford. Yeah, and from there I went all the way through, you name it, and I've drove it. everything except the Corvette Stingray.
Mm-hmm.
I've even run ex-cop cars.
Use their old cop cars to run shine.
They was ex-cop, them 73 Plymouth Furies.
Oh yeah, that was the workhorse.
One of the fastest.
They had that 383 high performance in them.
And I had one of
that police interceptor motor. Yeah, that was quick.
We'd get called, don't bring it through our county, Carol.
Oh really?
That's what they say. That's what they call my dad, Carol.
Cops would say,
Cops
knowing you're gonna make a run.
Knew him as Carol.
Yeah.
And they'd say, don't bring it through our county. And we'd go through it every time. I love to go through that county.
Did you have anybody running interference for you? Or?
No, we never did. We never did run interference for each other because everybody had the confidence that you stay out of his way and he'll make it through.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, but I've made a lot of successful runs.
So if I went back home and started talking about James Carroll in certain places, they would reference you as the mountain boy then. Is that right?
When this story and this video hits a YouTube, if my picture ever hits and goes back south into the southern part, you better believe they're going to pick up on the mountain boy.
So James Carroll is the mountain boy.
Nobody knows.
Well, before we sign off, let me ask you one more question. Do you intend on having any shine or any stills producing any shine?
As soon as the weather gets to where the nights are level.
Because you are allowed to produce your own 100 gallons a year or something, whatever.
I can run legal shine here just as long as I don't get caught moving it.
Yeah, so there you go. All right.
Yep.
Well.
And just for the books. Just for the books.
All right.
I'm taking a run to Georgia.